What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Deke surprises Remy as Deacon and Sheila's marriage disintegrates over Luna. According to the Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa will cause Deacon and Sheila Sharp's marriage to fail. Here's what BNB fans may expect. Deke Sharp will also surprise Remy Price. Deacon is enraged and full of questions now that he knows Sheila was aware of Luna's survival but chose not to tell him. On Thursday's episode, Sheila will be forced to reveal more information by Deacon, so she will begin by sharing how she learned Luna was still alive. That might, of course, result in Sheila acknowledging that Luna once broke out of Lee Finnegan's house. Deacon would conclude that Luna must have gotten Will plastered because it sent Sheila off to find Luna at Will Spencer's promotion celebration. In any event, Deacon might eventually learn that Luna jumped on Will in the bedroom. Deacon will have a lot to process between that and the news of Luna's pregnancy. Sheila will rush to give an explanation, but Deacon will still be furious with her for hiding secrets, particularly those pertaining to the murderer of Paul Hollis Hollister and Tom Starr. Deacon won't get how Sheila could shield Luna after everything she's done, as Luna almost destroyed Steffi Forrester and Liam Spencer as well. Her dishonesty will undoubtedly have a significant negative impact on Sheila and Deacon's marriage. By the time Deacon stomps away from this intense battle, neither Sheila nor Deacon's future will be guaranteed. Deke will bring some amazing updates to Remy after he has finished eavesdropping. Remy will learn everything Sheila has been keeping about Luna when Deke gives his boyfriend more information about her. Will admitting that Luna was in his bed that night will make Elektra Forrester furious. Elektra might become even more agitated if Will brings up the positive pregnancy test that leaked out of Luna's purse. Lastly, Luna will be imprisoned at the Spencer estate, where Bill Spencer and Katie Logan will continue to deepen their relationship. Don't miss any of the drama to come, as Luna is predicted to cause even more upheaval for the Spencer family on The Bold and the Beautiful. Does Deke wish to break up with Deacon and Sheila in secret? Deacon confronts Sheila after Deke informs him that Luna is still alive. At last, Deke and Deacon cross paths. Deacon confronted Sheila after Deke revealed the truth. Is Deke attempting to dissolve his father's union? Little D meets the Deacon. Deacon and his son, Deke, met in person. He made him an offer to work at Giardino. One day, Deacon hopes Deke will be in charge of the pizza company. Deke, however, hopes to become the next famous fashion designer and wants to work at Forrester Creations. Deke saw the memorial for Hollis and Tom Starr, who were both killed by Luna. Deacon expressed his relief that Luna was no longer frightening the people of Los Angeles. Deke quickly informed him, nevertheless, that Luna was still alive. You need to explain. Sheila interrupted their talk in the interim. Deke figured she was unaware of Luna. Or perhaps his bond with Remy, who once spoke to Sheila, is the reason he does. Deke gave Sheila a warm embrace. Despite the fact that she was a convicted killer like Luna, he surprised her by treating her nicely. Perhaps he was merely attempting to be kind in order to establish a rapport with his father. To give Deacon and Sheila some privacy, Deke departed the restaurant. He listened in on their chat while hiding behind the wall. Did he break them up in secret by disclosing this information? Or was he simply listening in on their talk out of curiosity? Why would he be interested in what they were saying? What prompted Deke to make this revelation? Luna is alive, Sheila verified. Deacon was obviously angry that she had kept this from him. What will happen to Shakon next? Is there no hope for their relationship? Will Deacon and Taylor become partners? We're curious to follow this plot's development. The Bold and the Beautiful has always thrived on secrets blowing up at the worst possible time, and Luna Nozawa's survival has turned out to be the most devastating revelation of all, shattering marriages, reigniting rivalries, and laying the groundwork for betrayals that no one in Los Angeles saw coming because, as Deacon Sharp stood in the dim backroom of Giardino, staring down his wife Sheila Carter with rage blazing in his eyes, the once comfortable illusion of their union fell apart piece by piece because he had just learned from his own son, Deke Sharp once Little D, but now a man with secrets of his own, that Luna was alive, that she had escaped Lee Finnegan's clutches, and that Sheila had known all along but had chosen to keep him in the dark. And that lie was the unforgivable transgression that shattered the basis of Shakon, a couple that had withstood the Forresters' animosity, the Spencers' disapproval, and the suspicion of almost everyone in town, but was unable to endure the destructive force of Sheila's deceit. Deke had returned to Los Angeles full of hope, ready to get back in touch with his father, and excited to share his fashion dreams with Remy Price, the boyfriend who had supported him when no one else did. However, he fell into a nightmare when he heard Sheila admit that she had concealed Luna's survival and that she had even been aware of her pregnancy. Torn between loyalty to his father and disgust at Sheila's constant manipulation, Deke brought the news directly to Remy, who was astounded not only by Luna's survival but also by the way her shadow permeated every aspect of their lives, as Remy had once met Sheila and was all too well aware of how her web of lies spread like wildfire in the meantime. As Sheila stumbled out half-truths, Deacon's rage grew stronger by the moment. She admitted that she had found Luna alive after the girl had left Lee's house, that she had followed Luna to Will Spencer's promotion party where chaos broke out, that Luna had been in the bedroom with Will and that morning after evidence of a pregnancy had leaked out of her purse, but she framed her silence as protection, claiming that she had only kept the truth hidden because she was afraid of losing Deacon and that she would watch his love turn to hate if he found out that she had once again aligned herself with danger. However, Deacon's thoughts kept returning to the funerals, Hollis and Tom Starr, who were both lost due to Luna, and he was unable to reconcile Sheila's claim that she wanted to protect him with the cold reality that she had shielded a killer. He spit out that Sheila's deceit demonstrated that she had learned nothing and that their marriage had been built on lies from the beginning. Sheila, cornered, attempted to turn around and remind Deacon of their bond, their vows, and the nights when the world had turned against them and they had clung to each other. However, the spell was broken, as Deacon saw not a partner but a conspirator in chaos, and by the time he stormed out, slamming the Giardino door behind him, the future of their marriage was as uncertain as the fates of everyone involved in Luna's orbit. Deke told Remy everything, including how he had overheard Sheila confirm that Luna was alive, how Deacon had raged, and whether he had just secretly blown up his father's marriage. Remy, despite his sympathy, cautioned Deke that getting too involved in Sheila and Deacon's fallout could drag him into the same pit that had swallowed so many before, but Deke couldn't help but feel vindicated because he had carried the shadow of being Deacon's son for years, often ignored and written off as reckless, but now he was the one with the truth, the one shaping the story, and the one who could expose Luna's schemes and Sheila's lies, and that power thrilled and terrified him. At the Spencer estate, the ripple effects reached Electra Forrester, who erupted when Will Spencer finally acknowledged that Luna had been in his bed. Electra's fury festered into a vow that she would not allow Luna to take her life, her love, or her family without a struggle, and her anguish deepened as he hesitated before disclosing that Luna might even be pregnant. She was haunted by the image of a positive test spilling from Luna's handbag, with Katie Logan by his side, advising him once more to control his temper and direct his rage into a legal custody battle rather than murder. Bill Spencer locked Luna under symbolic house arrest, claiming that she would not leave the mansion until he made a decision about her fate. He reminded him that if the baby was Will's, they could claim the child and keep Luna out of the house forever. Bill also growled that it would be cleaner to kill her. He submitted to Katie's reasoning, appreciative but ashamed that she had to save him from himself every time. Back at Forrester Creations, rumors of Luna's survival began to circulate, causing tension between Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan. Ridge was angry that Deacon's involvement with Sheila had allowed this to fester, and Brooke secretly feared that if Taylor Hayes returned to the counseling scene with Deacon, it might rekindle old rivalries. However, all roads led back to Luna, whose smirk at the Spencer estate, her hand on her stomach, reminded everyone that she thrived on chaos and was untouchable, but in reality, her carelessness had started the domino that could permanently destroy Sheila and Deacon. As Deke turned to Remy for solace, Deacon sat in the dark at Giardino, staring at his wedding ring with rage and regret, and Sheila paced her supply room, whispering to herself that she could still make this right. The truth became evident. Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp's marriage was no longer one of passion against the world, but rather one of betrayal within their own walls, poisoned beyond repair by 7 words that had been kept silent for too long. Luna is alive. And you knew. And although the fallout was just getting started, one thing was certain. In Los Angeles, no secret stays buried, no love stays safe, and no family survives without scars.